Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I am Sir Joseph, and this is episode 13 of our Let's Play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We just got done talking to Woljif's buddies and the Tiefling hideout, and we have to go talk to the gal down here so we can clear his name, hopefully. And then we probably go to this little guy right here. And then over there, well, let's see, where that far does this take us down? This takes us down. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Takes us down that way, but we've still got the tower. Maybe we go do the tower after. So I think go here, then probably have to go back here. Who knows where we got to go after we talk to What's-Her-Face. Do the Fallen Horse, and then I think we will head to the Tower of Estrad. And then to the Black Wing Library. Now in the Market Square, if we look at our journals, so we've got that one checked off. Companion quests. Janet Aldoria was found. Now the company's ready to celebrate, so we have to go to there and celebrate with them, but not yet. Here's the Tower of Estrad. Maybe we have to go to the Blackwing Library, Common Cause. So the Tieflings have joined the Crusaders. That's a good thing. We're going to see if we can get more. This basically says, be prepared to head to the Defender's Heart. We need to find this gal and kill her. And then that jerk of a guy wants this guy killed. So those are kind of the things we have to do. Companion quests, more than nothing. Talk to Nino. So maybe we'll go back and we'll look at our party gathering here. We got that one taken care of. Day of Strife. Ask the advice of a priest in the Defender's Heart. So basically we need to go talk to a priest at the Defender's Heart as well. So a couple of things we can do at the Defender's Heart. So let's head there. Nothing else we need to get and talk to Irabeth, I believe that's her name, about clearing Woljif's name. And we might want to swap out Ember here with a different character because she's at death's door and we don't have a way of healing her yet. Well, we encountered something.
Let us be off.
What did we encounter here? There we go. What do we got here? A Marauder Archer.
Are we in trouble yet?
Our archer to shoot their archer.
You've crossed the wrong
Save the last one for me.
Now our Camilla and Woljif, we don't really want to get too far in front of our fighters because we don't want these guys taking the hits. Even Blue here, we don't want taking the hits.
Surrender or else.
Forwards!
Alright, one dude. Alright, 22 XP though. Money. Bow's worth good money. Armor is almost never worth picking up unless it's magical. Let's head out. Quick 22 XP. Alright, we want to enter here.
Let's move.
Blue is slow. Can't wait till Blue gets bigger so I can ride Blue. That'll be hilarious. A half-orc riding a Triceratops. You can't get better than that. Alright, so we need to talk to a couple people here. You talk to Nina, or Nino, whatever your name is there. There's Ember. Noble, noble, noble. There's Woljif. Peasant. Watch Crusader. There was someone else we need to talk to in here as well. Well, let's come talk to Erebeth, because we need to talk to Erebeth. Alright, we won't talk to Erebeth. The defender's hearts greet you with an unexpected liveliness. Beyond the walls of the tavern, the once bustling and festive city lies in ruins, but somehow none of that can be felt within these walls. The people in the room are talking, laughing, raising toasts, even softly singing. It doesn't look like typical tavern revelry, but nor is it the grim vigilance of recent days. Sela waves to you. She is sitting at a table with the trio you met previously, the knight, the half-elf, and the red-headed halfling. Joseph Starfyre, come! Let me properly introduce you to Ellen, Janna, and Curl, the fearless warriors of the League of the Inspiring Cart. I like that name. Sela pushes a mug of beer towards you and speaks softly. It was me who convinced Erebeth to use what Janna, Curl, and Elan found for a little party. If you look out the window, you might think the end times have come and the abyss has devoured us all. I thought... Hold on. Sorry, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. I apologize for that. Alright, let's try this again. If you look out the window, you might think the end times have come and the abyss has devoured us all. I thought some simple pleasures, good faith, and good company could help keep the gloom at bay. Sela looks at you hesitantly, as if trying to gauge your reaction. Have I ever turned down merrymaking and good company? Ha! Let's raise our mugs, my friends. Wait, I'm not ready for another toast yet. It's not even day that... Oh, la la la. Reading. Difficult. Let's start this over again. Wait, I'm not even ready for another toast. It's not every day that I drink with paladins, knights, and sword lords. Hey, are we just going to sit here with grim faces? I say we get to know each other a little better, so we have some reason to toast. Nope, I guess we're talking about each other here. Tell me about you and your order. As stories go, it's not very entertaining. I was born far to the south, an Andorian. I lost my parents early, led the life of a simple mercenary, but often questioned the path I had chosen. I'm proud of my sword skills. I enjoyed training and drills, and I'm not afraid of battle. But risking my life for coin? It takes a special mindset to choose that lot with no regret. You have to want to risk your blood. I saw too many of my friends die, and I wondered if it was worth it. So in the end, I decided to choose another path. Now I'm going to lay down my life. At least it'll be for a good cause. That's how I ended up in Mendev and became a squire for the Hound Hearts. It's a small order. By tradition, it never has more than 12 members, and a new member is only knighted after one of the elders dies. We patrol the land along the Wardstone line and provide aid to travelers and settlers. Unfortunately, death is common among the Hound Hearts. I became a full knight 2 years ago, after laying my mentor to rest. But I'm content with my choice. My place is among the Crusaders. Have you been serving in the Eagle Watch for long, Jenna? I signed up 4 days before the demon attack. Am I lucky or what? No, you're not. Jenna lets out an overly boisterous laugh. I'm an apprentice of a famous fencing master from Mavon. I learned a thing or two from him, believe me. I soon got bored of fighting off bandits and getting involved in the petty squabbles of the bickering river kingdoms. I wanted a proper challenge, and you can't find a better place than Mendev. And what do you know? The moment I arrived, the demonic invasion began. My father would say that's no accident. Fate brought me here. What about you, Curl? How did you end up among the condemned? I just did what everyone else does. I grew up in the slums, where everyone stole a little, or maybe smuggled, or guarded stashes, so... Curl stares at his mug gloomingly. But I never killed anyone, and I never did anything really bad. I got caught stealing, and when they made me a choice between prison and the condemned, well, of course, I didn't want to go to prison. I'm not that good of a fighter, but as Norgorber is my witness, a thief can just be as useful in a war against demons. I've always been a good scout. I can sneak under the nose of any monster. But I don't know where my friends are now. We got separated when the demons rampaged through the city. Chin up, friend. Whoever you were in the past, you're our friend now, and a crusader. Our skills will be useful to us. You'll see. How do you all know Sela? I met my noble sister on the road to Canabarus. I was returning from the south from my fiancée and was happy to be in the company of a paladin of Iomide. We said our farewells at the city gates, and I went north along the road to Dresden, to Order's camp. Alon's face grows grim at the mention of the camp. The demons attacked us there at the same time they struck Canabarus, but we managed to fight them off. We hurried to the city's aid and joined forces with the Eagle's Watch. All my fellow Hound Hearts were wounded during the battle in the streets. I'm the last knight of my order who can still fight. It's so good to see Sela again. Every loyal heart counts these days. I met Sela in a tavern in Canabarus. Before the attack, of course. She was one of the few who would sit at the table with the condemned. Knights usually don't even look at us, but Sela is different. I knew it from the moment I saw her. That's what made me notice Sela too. So I sat down to talk to her. I never understood why everyone treated the condemned so horribly, and I still don't. Our Curl is a great lad. So after that night, Sela and I went round the table, went around the taverns together every day. Mendev is an amazing place. People from all over the world come here for glory, redemption, or to help those in trouble, and they always find each other. This might be the best place in the world to find like-minded people and friends. That was a toast, and our cause didn't notice. Sela, did you just call me over, or is something the matter? I didn't want to talk about today's celebration. You see, Ellen is in trouble. I want to help him, and I don't know anyone else in the city I can turn to. His fellow knights were all wounded in the battle. Ellen shakes his head. Bad idea, sister. I told you. I don't want to bother anyone else with my problems. I need to handle them on my own. Oh, come on. Hiding your sadness from your friends is no way to live. Tell me more. The young knight shakes his head. In all truth, I do not wish to impose. My problems are just minor troubles. A paladin of Iomede and her friends certainly have more important things to do, especially now that Canabras has been overrun with demons. If I've learned anything in life, it's that there's nothing minor about good and evil. Sela begins seriously. Then a smile lights up her face. Take you three. Or take the three of you, however you want to read that. For example, it seems like all you did was save one cart from some lesser demons. But look at how many people are happy now. That feat will never be sung in songs, but who knows? Maybe many of these Many, bleh, but who knows? Maybe thanks to this one joyous hour of peace and rest, the defenders of Canabras will find the strength to protect the city. Sela catches her breath. I talk too much, don't I? Well, Sir Ellen, I want to help you, and my reputation as a holy warrior of Iomede won't suffer if it's more of a minor adventure than a glorious feat. The knight sighs and seems a little embarrassed. All right, I'll explain. The life of a crusader has given me more than just a purpose and a chance to serve righteous cause. When I abandoned the life of a mercenary and came to Mendev, I gained something else I never expected. It is here that I met, may all the ladies here forgive me, the finest girl in all the world. It's a miracle she found any love in her own heart for a bungler like me. But I'm not about to let this miracle go. Not even the demon lord Dascari and all his demon army can stand in my way. Luckily, my beloved is now safely away from Canabras. For half a year, I've been getting up the courage to propose to her. I even ordered a ring from Derek Sunhammer, the best jeweler in Mendev. Independent knightly orders live mostly off donations, and I'm not what you would call rich. But I also want to make Kina happy. Oh, it took me 3 months to find a jewel the same shade as her eyes, and twice as long to scrape together enough money. Master Derek's worth was worth it, but I lost the ring during the demon attack, and I'll probably never find a worthy replacement. The ring is most likely at the Hound Heart's camp outside the city. Alan and his friends didn't have time to pack up their camp. First the demons ambushed them, and then they rushed off to help Canabras. I think we should at least go there and check. Not right now, of course, but once the situation in the city is under control. What could we run into in this camp? My friends and I killed 2 large demons attacking the camp, then rode straight to the city without spending any more time cleaning up the rest of their band. It was only a few imps, but they might still be at the camp. Of course, this was a while ago. Our camp was attacked at the same time the wardstone in the main square, and I haven't been back there since. Fine, I'll help. Sela puts her hand on your shoulder. Thanks for agreeing to help. Alan is a good man and a true knight, and I think the world should repay those who are so devoted to doing good. Let's help him, so he can propose to his beloved the way he wanted. Sela, I hope you can convince Irabeth to let me go with you when we do this. I don't want to be parted from my friends. Of course, if the League of Inspiring Cart has come together in this dark hour, we must continue onwards together. Alright, finish that one. Now let's go talk to Irabeth. I thank you for saving those esteemed citizens in Canabras, even though not all of them deserve to be saved. May Iomede forgive my words. Irabeth casts a meaningful look at Count Arende sitting at a nearby table. I don't really mean that, of course. I just never fail to be astonished by the way that good people seem to perish, while the not-so-good prove to be incredibly amazing enduring. Even so, the Count did offer me his aid. He can't be all that bad. Yes, that's not like him at all. Joining the Crusades is a tradition amongst Mendavian nobles, but Daeron Arendae was never too keen on fighting demons. The Count has a certain reputation in Mendev. He's not a pleasant individual by any means, but he's not known for any particular villainy either. The Count enjoys a life of leisure surrounded by a gaggle of sycophants who are always eager to badmouth the Queen at his command. He likes settling scores, too. There was a hero from the First Crusades, Sir Lant, a kind and honest man. After the end of his glorious career as a soldier, he became a wise mentor to the younger generation. He ran afoul of the Count somehow, perhaps by lecturing him about his idle lifestyle and a lack of purpose. When Sir Lant died, the Count managed to buy a portion of his estate and ordered the knight's helmet to be forged into a chamber pot. Ugh. And, of course, he didn't keep his little joke private. The Queen was particularly affronted by it, because Sir Lant used to be her most loyal comrade in arms. I was there receiving an assignment from Her Majesty and witnessed the exact moment she found out about the helmet's fate. It was a small thing, but I could see the Queen's anguish at the travesty that had been made of her friend's legacy. That's what our Count is like in person. And as for his talent for survival, do you know the story of Heaven's Edge? He was the only member of his family to escape with his life when the demons unleashed a magical plague at the Arendae estate. Can you tell me more about the events at Heaven's Edge? I don't know all the details. It happened a while ago, back when I was a mercenary and had nothing to do with Canabras. I only know that there was a grand feast in honor of Daren's birthday, and all his relatives were invited along with a few other distinguished guests. Everyone died from a mysterious disease someone had unleashed on the estate, including the servants, the guards, and a number of clerics and paladins. But the young count survived, because of his healing ability, I suppose. Daeron does possess an unusually brilliant talent, even if the application of his skill leaves much to be desired. Erebus scowls. Why was he trying to provoke the queen? Who knows? It could be some family matter. The count is Her Majesty's cousin, twice removed, or something like that. But I think he simply enjoys infuriating people, Crusaders and Iomedes servants especially. Thank you for telling me this. My pleasure. I'm sorry you had to endure my grumbling. Watch these things happen to this city has put me in a foul mood. I found Jana Adori like you asked. Yes, thank you. It was good to have her back. We need every fighter we can get. Irabeth frowns. I suppose it's asking too much to want fighters that are sober as well. There's a traitor I'm trying to track down. Who's your informant amongst the tieflings? Irabeth arches her brow with surprise. Canabras is threatened by a demon horde, and you have enough spare time to help out thieves? Irabeth sighs. I don't like this, but I hope you know what you're doing. I'll tell you everything I know. I did not see my informant's face. He slipped out of a dark alley, handed me a note, and disappeared. Irabeth hesitates. She tries to remember. He had a cloak with a hood masking his face, but the horns, the long horns, didn't fit under it. There should be a guardian golem in Ancients and Wonders, the shop they tried to rob. The owner gave us the construct's code word just in case. The golem itself was destroyed, but the head seems to still be intact, so you can interrogate the thing and find out what it saw. The code word is Hand of Aurori. The shop's owner must have escaped, but there's a chance you could get lucky with the golem. All right. What's our main objective? You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the wardstone and blow up the whole barrier around the world wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the world wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabras, but every city with a wardstone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that, no matter what. We must retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iramedes' gift must not become a weapon for the Abyss. These wardstones, what are they? They are our greatest treasure, the shield given to us by Iomede herself, and placed in Canabras and other Mendevian cities and fortresses by her herald. The chain of wardstones forms a protective barrier that stops the expansion of the world wound and keeps the demons from moving beyond its borders. I shudder to think what would happen if the barrier falls. All right, I have to go. Enough talking. Go, may Iomede keep you safe. All right, so who's spy? All right, we need to go talk there. The burning city, go there. Common cause, tieflings have joined. Wait for that. The outcast. That. All right, yep. Stolen Moon, Erebus said. All right, we got that. That's been taken care of. Neagle Watch friend, Sheila's here. Dory went missing. Oh, we found her. Celebrate, that one's been done. It's possible to disturb the dreams and fatigue even asleep, but it's worth noting it's also worth asking the advice of a priest in the defender's heart. So we need to talk to a priest in the here. Oh, we had somebody else to talk to here. Visit the Blackwing Library. Tieflings have joined the crusade. Be prepared. They talked like Denenia or something like that here. Oh well, maybe not. All right. All righty. All right. Back to the city. All right, here's all the characters. All right. Let's see. So he's neutral evil. Yeah, Ninio. She's straight up neutral. Neutral good. Don't know what she is. Chaotic neutral. Lawful neutral. Lawful good. And awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead and level up her. A wizard scroll savant. Alright. Yeah, I guess intelligence is the way to... She's got a 5 strength. Holy smokes, she is weak as all get out. Maybe we'll... Nah, we'll let it keep going. Yep, those are fine. Acid Arrow was fine. Mirror Illusion, Create Pit. Stone Call. Let's get out. All right, so we're going to pull you off and bring you over because we don't want Ember to get killed. All right. So let's go down here. And then I guess over there. Or we could go over there first. And then down to here. Yeah, let's go here. Helps get her spell set up. All right, so she's got mirror image. Create pit. Let's get a couple acid arrows. First level, we've got color spray, mage armor, magic missile, snowball. Let's put shield. Shield takes up 2. I don't want that. Let's get another magic missile set up and how long does shield last? Come on, fork mouse. Minute 11. All right, yeah, I don't want to waste 2 magic slots for that. Yeah, let's do another magic missile. Can't go wrong with magic missiles. Acid Splash, Jolt, Disrupt Undead. She's got a lot of those. That's good. All right. Continue. Please get me out of here. I can hear footsteps. Pull me out. Hello. Hello, is anyone there?
I found something.
Polished oak shelves once showcased magic rings and amulets. Now, all that's left is a grubby handprint of the robbers. Hello, is anyone there? Please get me out of here. Some scrolls have been torn apart. Some have been trodden by muddy boots.
Follow me.
Finnegan the talking weapon. All right. Phew! Free at last. I thought I'd be flattened like a pancake under that rubble. Much obliged. Damn, I'm not in any pain, but my head is still groggy for some reason. What's with all the hubbub in the city? The name's Finian. I'm a Pathfinder. Is there anything I can help you? I will. You're a Pathfinder? That's right. Finian Dismar, Pathfinder and Crusader. I roam around the world wound wherever my tasks lead me. Scouting, mostly, but this last while I've just been hanging around in Canabras, waiting until I'm needed again. I'm bored out of my mind, but at least the shop makes for better lodging than some inn. What I meant was, what are you? What's that supposed to mean? I just told you. You want to know where I hail from? Is that it? Well, I'm from around here, actually. We Kelids of the Starfyre clan felled when the world wound troubles began, but I couldn't stand by while demons wreaked havoc, so I came back. Or did you mean to ask me about my weapon of choice? My best weapon is every weapon. I'm skilled and capable fellow. If I do say so myself, I can swing a sword and poke with a spear. But what I'm best at is communing with the spirits. They call folks like me Phantom Blades. Phantom Blade? What's that? It's like a spiritualist, but with a twist. It means that some spirit took to liking to me at some point, and it can turn into whatever weapon I need. Handy, huh? I don't need any whetstones or enchantments. Doesn't take up space either, although, to be fair, it's not a barrel of laughs. The spirits that bestowed this kind of gift, this kind of power, don't come from happy places, and they're not exactly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. They usually appear after great battles and leave few survivors. The city is under attack by demons. Wait, what? The last thing I saw was some thieves breaking in here. When the guards came, everyone was running around. After that, it was a bit of a blur. Right when things got intense, they dropped the cabinet on me. I couldn't even help the owner. He was just lying under a shelf like a dimwit until you came along. Or I was just lying under. If there are demons in Kenabris, we must do something. The city needs every blade it can get. Hey, do you mind taking me with you? I don't think I can handle this alone. And besides, the more the merrier. And how did you end up in this shop? Gah, I've been here so long I don't even remember anymore. Just sitting and waiting for any word from the Pathfinders. But it looks like everyone's forgotten about me. The shop owner is an old friend of the Pathfinders, so I've taken up residence here. All right, I'll take you with me. I swear you won't regret it. I can do all sorts of things. Is there anything your party is missing? A sword? A bow? A spear? Just say the word. Finian, the talking weapon. You now have a unique companion, Finian, the talking weapon. You can access him through a special button in your inventory. Click on it to initiate dialogue with him or change his form to make him take the shape of any weapon before handing him to one of your characters in your party. There's no limitation to the changes in Finian's form. Finian will become more powerful as his personal story progresses. That's kind of cool. Let's take a look at good old Finian. We'll talk to Finian later. We've been talking a lot in this adventure. Don't need to talk more. A demonic heart. Ugh. Loot. Come on, loot. There we go. A spiral shell. This is where it lay, the moon of the abyss. Pipe fox. Pipe fox provides... Oh, it's another pet. Oh, pets. Tiger. Pipe fox.
I'll make my own legend.
There's Tiger. Go get him, Tiger.
I will help where I can.
Both tiger and pipe fox. There's the golem. The formerly well-appointed shop now looks a sorry state. It has been completely ransacked. Lying in the corner next to a scorched wall are the soot-covered shards of a clay golem's head. The golem's eyes glow in the gloom. Master, code word, the Hand of Aurori. Code word, correct. The golem's eyes grow brighter. Awaiting orders. Tell me about any suspicious people who came into the shop in the last week. The golem is silent for a moment. 56 individuals entered the shop. Human, female, old, gnome, male, old, human, female. He'll be reeling off customers till nightfall. You need to ask in a different way. Were any of the suspicious people tieflings? The golem is silent for a while. Tieflings, 3. Tiefling male, middle-aged. Tiefling male, young. Tiefling female, young. Describe the young male tiefling. Tiefling, male, medium height, short horns, curled backwards, medium length tail, eye color, yellow, hair color, black, special observations, annoyed master. Horns, hairs, tail. That sounds like me, but it's not possible. I know what the security's like in here. I didn't come near this place. I give you my word, Chief. No special observations. Subject was unremarkable. There, you see? Can't have been me. Describe the middle-aged tiefling male. Tiefling male, medium height, horns long, medium length tail, eye color pale blue, skin color dark, special observation, red hair. Oh, that's our traitor. I bet you my life on it. Karamisi drilled it into our heads that we wasn't to go hanging about the shop. Red hair. We've got a couple gingers and plenty more who get it out of a bottle. Dying. Both reading and then they're dyeing their hair. So much for special observation. Golems aren't all they cracked up to be, eh? Maybe its master knows more. Describe the female tiefling. Female tiefling, above average height, hair, long, pale, tail, not observed, long horns, eye color, blue, special observations, scar on nose, baldric with gold stitching. I don't know that one. New arrival, most likely. Gold stitching, eh? Wouldn't mind getting to know her a little better. Enough! Where did you come from? Who created you? This golem was created by Gaffreen and Sons and Son. Address, 3rd building on the right, Jewelers Alley. Nero Sayan, Mendev. Model G504ENE, which stands for Experimental and Enhanced. For all inquiries, contact Mr. Gaffrian. Where is your master? Philemon Frulartrius, my master, is in his hiding place. Revealing the location of his hiding place is prohibited. 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 He likely holed himself up in the basement when the commotion started. The entrance should be around here somewhere. Where is the basement in this place? The basement is below me. I guard the basement. Leaving my post is prohibited. I found out everything I wanted to know. Alright, so athletics to open up the deal. Unique weapons and antique armor were previously displayed on these stands. It's unlikely their new owners even know their true value. The polished oak shelves once showcased magic. Oh, yep. Just like the other ones. All right. Let's see if we can move old Clayman. Yep, we could. To the basement!
March on.
The elderly gnome, so portly as to be nearly spherical, that's a great sight to imagine, is curled up in the corner of the basement shaking. Marauders! Bandits! Scavengers! Yeah, makes sense. We're all of those things and much, much more. Before you report us to the authorities, mind if we have a chat? Please, calm down. No one's going to rob you. The gnome peers at you. You do look better dressed than the local thieves and ragamuffins. You came here to tell me the nightmare is over? No, it is not. You're here to steal my riches. Get back! The gnome notices Woljif and his rounded face turns scarlet. You! Woljif! The dirty little sneak thief! You've been sniffing around my shop for years. Finally worked up the courage to rob me, did you? Get out of here. You and your pals have taken everything already, I'm sure. The gnome seems to settle slightly. My name's Philemon Fruliatrius. Say that one 5 times real fast. I was the owner of this shop, but I'm not sure I can claim to be the owner of anything now. I hope there's at least something left of it. Oh, come off it. Your shop's fine. A bit ransacked, maybe, but nothing a bit of spit and polish can't fix. Where were you the night of the robbery? Do you think I robbed my own shop? I was here, in the basement. I was told to make it look like I'd left. The watch was very keen to get their hands on those tieflings. They seem to be multiplying all over Golorian. So of course I did everything they said, and I've been stuck in this basement since. The golem wouldn't move away from the door no matter how much I yelled at it. But then I thought that was all to the good. Somebody came by after the guards and caused a ruckus upstairs, bellowing like mad, taking advantage of my absence. Tell me about the tieflings that visited your store. Why should I tell you anything about my customers? You're not from the city guard or the Eagle's Watch. Chief, if he keeps digging in his heels, just say the word. I know how to loosen his tongue. I'm helping the Eagle's Watch to catch the culprits. It is in your interest to tell me everything. And failed the roll. The gnome casts a suspicious eye over you. Is that so? How do I know you're telling the truth? And since when is the Eagle's Watch in the habit of sending strangers to do their work for them? Well, you try to intimidate. Start talking or else. And that failed. Holy smokes, just can't get anything. Or else what? The worst has already happened. The whole city's picked over my shop. Feels like I'm ruined. But go ahead. Kill me before my creators come knocking. All right, Woljif, you're up. Persuade him how? I ain't even going to try. I'm just going to let him have a little chat. Woljif erupts in blue flame, and the shadow of a winged demon with claws grows behind him. With the Devourer demon from the depths of the abyss. 11 XP. Philemon recoils in terror, covering his head with his hands. I'll tell you everything. Yes, I really did kick that pup. But but I didn't know it'd go flying halfway across the yard. Pup? What pup? Tieflings. Tell us about the tieflings. Tell me about Woljif. Woljif Jeffdo? Right. Yeah, there's his last name. Yes, I've known him for a long time, though I'd rather not know him at all. He's been skulking around my shop for years, treating the place like a free museum. He always wanted to look at the moon of the abyss. I'd chase him out, but he'd just slink back in again. If he was with the gang that robbed my shop, I'll bet he swiped the moon. How come I'm the prime suspect? Whoever betrayed us all, that's the one who's got the moon. I want to see it returned too, you get me? I don't like the idea of other people's grubby mitts on it. Tell me about the red-haired tiefling. A red-haired tiefling? I suppose, yes, there was one who came in, spent a long time looking around. He was a person of modest means, I could tell by his clothes, but he had asked me to show him an Aasimar-made chainmail. He certainly couldn't afford it. That's when I suspected that something must be off. I checked everything after that, but nothing was missing, and that put my mind at ease. I can't remember what he looked like. I didn't even get a good look at his face. All I can remember is that he was wrapped in a green cloak like it was freezing, but that's all I have. That's it. With that description, we'll surely sniff him out. Come on, Chief. Let's get back to Sister Karasami. We go to have a good long shifty at all my brothers and put all the clues together. Something tells me our traitor isn't going to wriggle out of this one. Tell me about the tiefling woman. A tiefling woman? Ah, yes, I remember now. A noble lady, unlike the tiefling ruffians that we have around here. She purchased magical equipment for the crusade, and she promised she'd come back again. If only all tieflings were like that, I'd be laughing all the way to the bank. I found out everything I wanted to know. If that isn't enough to help you catch the thieves, then I don't know what else to tell you. Now be on your way and leave me in peace with the wreck of my shop. Alright, let's head back upstairs.
Onwards.
And head back outside. Alright, the tiefling hideout. Alrighty. We're going to go ahead and call it here because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of talking and a lot of time in there. And we are getting close to our hour-long time frame. So I'm going to call it here. Thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. I'd like to hear from you, even if it's to tell a bad joke, because I love bad jokes. And with all of that, thank you for watching. I have been Sir Joseph. You guys have always been awesome. Till next time, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later.